Good morning, friends. How are you all? I'm Nupur. Welcome everybody to my YouTube channel, Nature at the Very Core of Science. I can't give any audio video, very often because I'm just busy with several chores. But whenever I get little time, I don't forget to post something for my audience, even if it is handful. So today is 2nd December and it's morning 5:32. So basically, I just got up even before my alarm ring me up, and I just thought that I have little time, so I'm just going to invest that for my audience. So I have picked up a book. I liked this book very much. It's so touchy story. So the name of the book is The Best Fight, and it's written by Miss Anne Schlieper. So I'm sure that you are going to like the book. It is a chapter book. I will try to give as much as possible in one sitting, but let's see. Everything is depending on time. So chapter 1 I'm starting with. Please let me know your comments. If you love this story, I will be very happy. Jamie woke up smiling. He tried to keep the wonderful feeling that was part of his dream. Downstairs, his mother called, "Come on, you will be late for school." If he could just remember, yes, there it was. Jamie's mind reached out and caught the dream before it melted into the morning sunlight. He closed his eyes and coaxed back details until it was clear and shining again. In his dream, Jamie was reading. He was reading a grown-up joke book. He looked at the page, and the jokes rushed right into his mind with no effort. Just look! And there all the words were inside his head. The jokes were about important grown-up things, and he understood them and laughed at them. The other kids stood around him and asked respectfully, "What does it say, Jamie?" He stopped reading and laughing long enough to say, "Sometime you will learn to read too." For a moment, Jamie had the dream all whole and marvelous in his mind. Then he remembered what really had happened yesterday. The dream slid away forever, and he felt his old, familiar burden settle over him. Jamie tried not to think about yesterday, but he could not help it. He saw again the little knot of kids in the corner of the yard. Sean and Jason and David and Stu, his friends from Miss McLaughlin's 5th grade homeroom. They were handing around a book and taking turns reading it. They were off in a corner and sort of huddled over the book. From the way they laughed, Jamie knew it was about grown-up things. "Hey guys," Jamie called. "What have you got there? What's so funny?" They looked at him a bit uncertainly. "It's my big brother's joke book," Jason explained. "We are taking turns reading the jokes." Sean broke in. "Look, Jamie, butt out, will you? We are reading." Jamie knew what was coming. It was what they had always teased him about, ever since 1st grade. Jamie is a baby. Jamie can't read. Jamie can't spell cat. Jamie is a dum-dum. Most of the time, he just tried to shrug and yell something back, but it always hurt. And sometimes it really hurt. Right now, he wanted so much to be with those kids and read the grown-up jokes and laugh along with them in that knowing way. He was 10, nearly 11, for Pete's sake. He was growing up, and they were trying to shut him out of the grown-up stuff. He felt tears behind his eyes and he panicked. Anything was better than crying. So he shoved Sean and grabbed the book from Jason and threw it at David. All the time he was yelling, "You are a bunch of lousy freaks. I don't care about your stupid jokes." And then everyone was hitting and scuffling until the teacher on ear duty came rushing up shouting, "Principal's office! Principal's office!" Next thing, there they were in a row on the bench outside the office, trying not to meet the eyes of any of the kids in the hall. Jamie and Sean turned to each other and muttered, "Sorry," at the same moment. And then they grinned at each other. So that was all right. Stu and David slid grins toward Jamie too. But Jason stayed mad. He leaned across Sean and whispered to Jamie, You started it. You got us all in trouble, you dum-dum. He was going to go on, but Sean mumbled, "Shut up. Here comes old Wilson." Of course, old Wilson gave them all detentions and a little talk about not fighting. He kept Jamie back as the others left. Then he said quietly, "I seem to be seeing a lot of you, young James. I think next time you turn up at my door, I will have to have a talk with your parents." Oh, great. Pretty soon his parents would hear from old Wilson because, of course, he would fight again. Especially now with Jason mad at him. Jason would go on and on calling him baby and dummy until he had to fight. Then his mom and dad would hear about it and his mom would cry and say, "Oh, Jamie, why do you do it?" And he couldn't tell her. He could never explain to her how awful felt about not reading. That was a secret part of his burden, the worst part. He couldn't even imagine talking about that part with anyone. But here it was, the day after, and Jamie had to go to school. He shuffled downstairs, dragging his book bag and hoping no one would talk to him at breakfast. What was the point of having happy dreams anyway? They just made you feel worse when you woke up and remembered.